Go.
Hello everybody, my name is Rob Lee, and today I'm going to talk about one of the most effective and essential bass fishing rigs to know, and that is the Texas style rig. Now, we got any sports fans here? Anybody like football, basketball, baseball? About fishing. One of these things is not like the other, right? Well, to quote Donald Trump in the presidential debates, wrong. Fishing is becoming an extremely popular sport all across America. It is growing today, and it can compete with the likes of football, baseball, basketball in its popularity. And many of us live very close to bodies of water such as ponds, lakes, or rivers that contain America's favorite sports fish, largemouth bass. Now, the rubber worm is something that you fish for largemouth bass with, and it is regarded highly as the most essential bass lure. But it can be rigged a variety of different ways. BestBassFishingLures.com says that the Texas rig is the most common way to rig bass worms. And if you ask people around here, many would say the same from where I'm from. Now, while the rubber worm Texas rig is an essential bass lure across the U.S., you will learn how to make this rig yourself through this demonstration that I'm giving. Now, first off comes your hook selection. Now, there are a variety of different types of hooks, such as jig heads, circle hooks, straight shank hooks, blah blah blah. But the two that can be used for the Texas rig are the extra wide gap hooks and the offset shank worm hooks. Now, the thing that makes these hooks unique is they have a bend in them that the worm rests on, and then the hook points into the worm, and it allows the worm to be weedless, which is something that I will get to in a little bit. Now, once you've made your hook selection, now it is time to pick a rubber worm, the second step of the process. Now, there are different types of rubber worms, and rubber worms are actually a subsection of soft plastic lures that include the likes of rubber crawfish, lizards, worms, fish, an endless variety. There's a lot, but the worm is the most popular of all of these. Now, there are different types of worms, such as straight-tailed worms like this, or curly-tailed worms like you see here. But they can all be rigged Texas style. So, while you can use these in different applications, they can all be rigged the same. Now, since we have a rubber worm and a hook selected, now it is time to rig the worm on the hook Texas style. First thing you're going to do is poke the hook point through the nose of the worm about 1/4 of an inch, and then back through the underside. You slide the worm up the hook like so, and then you're going to take the hook point and stick it into the worm like this. Now, the hook point is not exposed, so you're not going to hang up on things underwater, and that is what makes the Texas rig so versatile, as you can throw it in heavy cover or areas where there is no cover. It doesn't matter, because this is weedless, and that is extremely important in bass fishing. Now, Mike Cork of Fix.com says, the bait is correctly rigged when the hook's barb is inside the plastic, yet the hook's point did not come out the opposite side of the bait, and the bait is straight. Now you've completed the Texas style rig. Now, you can make little modifications, such as adding bullet weights. That will make your worm sink faster, where it can go through heavier cover, or just get to the bottom quicker. But either way, the worm is put on the hook the same way. Now, if you follow these steps, you can create the Texas rig. The Texas rig is one of the most effective bass lures out there, and now you know how to make it yourself. If you select the proper hook, select a rubber worm, and put the worm on the hook as I detailed, then you yourself can create the Texas rig. Now it's up to you. If you follow these steps that I detailed, you can create the Texas rig and then go out there and catch the bass of a lifetime. Thank you.